Nigeria has suffered one of the worst crimes committed against its citizens, the abduction of schoolgirls from government secondary school in Chibok, Borno State, by the vicious terrorists and insurgent group Boko Haram. That much, the president said, 3 years after the abduction. 14 local government areas in the northeast of the country were under Boko Haram control, but that has changed with this administration. Has the government won the war? Over 190 girls are still missing. Can the government bring back the girls? In a moment, we'll speak to a government official from Borno, the heart of where the story started. Some residents of Gusau community in the Ikorodu area of Lagos State, southwest of Nigeria, have asked the government to assist in curbing the spate of attacks by militants in their community that was attacked by the militants. The people want a barrack mounted in the area after 5 police officers were killed. $43 million were discovered by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, in House 16, Osborne Road in Ikoyi, Lagos, as the war on graft deepens. A former chairman of the PDP denies he owns the house, saying that he has since sold it. The EFCC are investigating the $43 million to find out who owns it. Could the money be proceeds of corruption or not? Data feeds are coming through in one place simultaneously on all our social media platforms, channelstv.com, youtube.com/channelsweb. We're now live on Facebook as well. Tweet at Gimba Umar CTV and use the hashtag State of the Nation to air your thoughts on the subject. The Edo State Governorship Tribunal has affirmed Godwin Obaseki as the elected governor of the state in the judgment delivered to a petition filed by the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, challenging the declaration of APC's Godwin Obaseki as winner of the September 26, 2016 election. The tribunal held that the petitioner were unable to substantially prove their case. The army has taken definitive steps to stop alleged killings by herdsmen. Reported cases continue to escalate in different states, including Benue, Nasarawa, Plateau, Niger, and the latest is Delta State. Where do the governments stand in the issue of cattle grazing? It's prime time in Lagos, and this is State of the Nation. Everyone in Nigeria and the rest of the world. I am Gimba Omar and this is State of the Nation. Right behind me, data feeds still coming in real time on our social media platforms. Hits on the hashtag State of the Nation and at Gimba Omar CTV. Let's get your thoughts on the subject. The president has used the occasion of the 3rd anniversary of the abduction of the Chibok girls to appeal to Nigerians not to lose hope on the return of the remaining 195 of them. It stated, of course, the problem started in Borno State in 2014. Isa Gusau is the special advisor to the state governor. He joins me from our Abuja studios. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming at this time. The president, in a statement, said that Nigerians have suffered one of the worst crimes committed against its citizens, the abduction of the schoolgirls from our government secondary school, Chibok, where you are. As a matter of fact, you spend your time mostly there. What's your assessment of the government's efforts to bring back the girls to this time, 3 years on?
Thank you so much, Garba Omar. There is absolute sincerity on the part of the president. This is the view of Governor Kashin Shettima. He believes that the president has shown extreme commitment. They speak with the governor almost, the president, every now and then, on the issue of the Chibok girls. The president is deeply committed. The vice president is committed. And so also, are the service chiefs and, the Minister of Women Affairs, the Minister of Education. The federal government has shown so much commitment on this issue. And we are very optimistic that the girls will be found. Like Governor Shettima has always said, he's a father of 2 daughters. He knows what it means for a father, to leave, knowing that to live with the know that he has a daughter in the hands, of militants. No sane father will give up on a missing daughter. So the governor is very much optimistic that these girls will eventually be found, and they'll be found alive and healthy and reunited with their parents.
In line with what you just said, this is what the government has continued to reverberate. They say that they are in talks with Boko Haram right now, even as we speak, for the release of the remaining girls. What do you make of this engagement between the government and the Boko Haram sect?
Well, as you know, when you are dealing with insurgents, you are deploying two approaches. Don't forget that while the talks, are ongoing, there's also the military aspect of it. You are dealing with people that you are fighting with. So naturally, it will be a very complex, situation, because the government cannot fold its hands, and just say because we are negotiating over Chibok girls, there wouldn't be, there wouldn't have been an effort to reclaim the Sambisa forest. There wouldn't be effort, in fighting the insurgents, whereas the insurgents continue to look for opportunities, to attack, people. So it's a very complex one. On one hand, you are negotiating, to get the Chibok girls. On the other hand, you are also deploying the military arsenal. So naturally, it's a complex one. And unfortunately, it is the Boko Haram, to a large extent, will determine, the negotiation. But I know that the president, Governor Kashim Shettima's opinion is that the president is very dogged about this, and then there are intermediaries, like the president has always said. There are intermediaries in this negotiation. We believe in the sincerity of these intermediaries. We believe in the capacity, in their capacity, and we believe that eventually, these girls will be found.